Hello everybody, welcome back to Tunisia. It's AfroBasket 2015 and we're ready for the second game of the day, Angola and the Central African Republic in the round of 16. Well, you saw the order of the play. Already Egypt punching their ticket to the quarterfinals, and they will take on the winner of this game in the quarterfinals. Angola coming off a brutal defeat last night at the buzzer against Senegal. Yannick Moreira had been inserted in the starting lineup and played well, as well as Braulio Moraes and Ndoyema. And Angola went up in that game by 9 points, but they still had the lead late, but just kind of crumbled at the end, and they lost at the buzzer when Antoine Mendy tapped it in. So they've had to come right back today, less than 24 hours later, if you can believe it, and not only jump some rope, but come out and play some basketball. You can see Eduardo Mingus trying to get loose for today's game. Central African Republic, they ground out a first win the other day against Uganda. They didn't give up. They trailed by double digits in that game, but they kept fighting, and Uganda had an all-nighter struggle at the free throw line, making 13 to 22 free throws, so they missed a lot, and Central African Republic made them pay. So they finished third and earned the right to play Angola. So here's Max Pugere, the coach, Max Pugere, the leading player of this team. He had some big plays against Uganda at the end. No doubt about it there with Damashwa, the point guard, number 4, coming out. This is going to be a big ask for the Central African Republic, not only to win the game against Angola, but to keep it close. But never say never. We've learned to expect the unexpected when it comes to the AfroBasket. And Angola, 11-time winners of the AfroBasket in the last 13 editions, will definitely start as favorites, but they will not be taking anybody for granted. The key is how will they be able to bounce back from last night? Will they have a hangover from losing that close game to Senegal, or will they come out all guns blazing today and get on top of the Central African Republic early? Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Lloyd Gardner, and this is just the way tournaments go, Lloyd. As you see Coach Gabori there of the Central African Republic on the right, you have to learn how to cope with defeats, put them behind you, and come back and be able to play the next day. Absolutely right, Jeff. I think we learn a lot about Angola on this performance. You know, not necessarily the win or the loss. They could beat Central African Republic, even playing perhaps they're not their best. But I think we learn the chemistry, the motivation, the desire of this Angola team right now, because you know they played a lot better in the second half, but they threw the game away in the final minute. They had a sizable lead. They were comfortable. 2 huge mistakes from them. They didn't get back in defensive transition. They gave away a 3. Then they turned it over so cheaply indeed to allow Senegal to snatch that game from them. And I would want, or I would expect, if I was an Angola fan, a huge response right now, and I'd be fearful if I'm Central African Republic. So now we're going to have the playing of the national anthems for both teams, starting with the Central African Republic.
Merci. Et là, l'hymne national de Angola.
National anthems have been played. Central African Republic players gathering here, trying to get emotionally ready, emotionally charged up, focused to take on one of the giants, Angola, who, despite their upset last night, or their disappointment against Senegal, they will be huge favorites in this game. It's second versus third. It's round of 16. The winner advances. The loser goes into the classification games. Well, the referees from Slovenia, Nigeria, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Tamir Yavor, Slovenia, Babatunde Papula of Nigeria, and Anton Banza Kalume of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Central African Republic roster, Destin Damashwa is hugely important up at the top there, number 4. We've seen Johan Gribongo have some good moments, number 8. Dimitri Congo, number 9. Yannick Zappe, number 11. Max Kugere, number 13. And Felipe Jada Mabata, number 14. And Jimmy Jimrabai, number 15. All play big minutes. So it'll be Damashwa, Junior Peowa, Max Kugere, Johan Gribongo, and Jimmy Jimrabai. So the starting 5 remains the same for the Central African Republic. Now for Angola, the key for them, we both agreed yesterday, Lloyd, was the fact that Moncho Lopez changed up his starting 5, and it seemed to work to good effect. In fact, it did work. They've got, take your pick. They've got anybody that could start. Carlos Moraes really came together yesterday, number 6. Leno Paulo had the huge game the game before against Morocco. He did not start. That was a surprise. Feliciardo Ambrosio did start, and he will remain there. He's seen number 12. So Carlos Moraes had a huge game last night. Indoniema continues to start in starting lineup, as does Braulio Moraes. But the big difference now is that Eduardo Mingus comes into the starting lineup and replaces Yannick Moreira, which is a mild surprise because that starting 5 did work well last night, and really Moreira seemed to take his game to a different level. With Carlos Moraes on the left there and Max Kugere, key players today.
Well, Carlos, that's our mate. That's Yannick Moreira in the picture, but Carlos Moraes and Max Kugere, the wing scorers, really from both these two teams. And as we said, Carlos Moraes came to life really in the second half against Senegal last night. Hit 4 threes in the second half alone, and Kugere is a double-figure scorer through every game of 2013 AfroBasket, through every game of 2015 AfroBasket so far. You talked about the starting lineup. For me, Angola, the key to how well they're playing, Mingus and Costa, both have not played at their best. Mingus is going to come into the starting lineup. I would go to him early. Let's see if we can get him going. Costa has to be more aggressive. He's too passive right now, and without the threat of Cipriano, of Carlos Almeida on the wing, who they've had in previous years, I think he needs to become more of a scorer.
So, at least with the graphics, Moreira is not in the starting lineup, and indeed they go with Mingus as he runs out onto the floor.
Moreira's going to get his minutes. He's one of those players. He's not going to play 40 anyway. He's not like Gorgui Dieng last night, who didn't come out. Moreira goes in, gives great energy, comes out again. So starting her off the bench doesn't really matter. I don't think it'll affect his minutes or the time that he plays either in terms of down the stretch.
So Braulio Moraes remains in the starting lineup. He confidently stroked that three-pointer last night, which looked like it was a dagger and was going to beat Senegal. And in the end, it did not. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the AfroBasket. We're in Tunisia, and it's the round of 16 game between the Central African Republic and Angola. Central African Republic wearing the green and attacking the basket to the left. They've won the opening tip, and Eduardo Mingus Reaches in and commits the foul on Johan Grabango. Jimmy Jemrabai goes inside, almost turns it over. Grabango put it on the deck. Now it's in the hands of Kugere. And Max Kugere is short.
Him and Rice are going to match up against each other, so it'll be interesting to one to watch who outscores who in that duel.
Well, Crowley on the Rice puts the long one up. And now Max Kugere on the break. And he's going to go all the way. Puts it up and in. Well, he's a leader. And he says it's my responsibility to carry my team and get him on the right way. That's what he said after the last game, after he made some big baskets. Coach Caporo talked about the success of his team's zone. He felt like it was something they could build on. The zone they showed against Uganda. Jimmy Jemrabai over to Koa and back to Damashwa. Jimmy Jemrabai zips the pass over to Damashwa. And a foul, I believe it's been called on Morais for pushing.
There's a lot of intriguing battles throughout, really. Here, the point guard matchup, Damashwada's been so good for Central African Republic, and now, Angola really going to rely on Braulio Moraes to give him a good performance. The inside duo, the youngsters, Jimrabai and Rabongo, trying go against the old heads, the experience of Mingas and Ambrosio.
Well, you saw the push off from Junior Pewa.
Junior Pewa is the captain of this Central African Republic team. He takes a lot of shots, takes responsibility, but he's going to have to start producing better than he is right now. 16% from two-point range, 15% for three.
He's kind of disappeared since the first game, Jimmy Jemrabai. Long one, and this one falls for Carlos Moraes, who kind of returned to his AfroBasket 2013 MVP form last night in the second half.
And what they're able to do is kind of take him off the playmaking duties, make him the finisher, which is where he is so good.
Rotation and good move from Grabango, but nobody was there for Angola. Lloyd, the confidence gained from a win, even against Uganda, who are debutantes here, for Central African Republic, cannot be overstated for the Central African Republic. They were absolutely over the moon with that win. Damashwa.
We really had the crowd majority here. We've got a little band of followers. And this is a matchup we had in 2013. Angola played Central African Republic in Group C. It was the final game, and Angola won it 85-80. The score was, the scores are perhaps a little unreflective of the game. Angola were up big, going into the fourth quarter by double figures. Central African Republic came back, but in that game, it was Reggie Moore who had 18 points. He was a big difference. The problem for Central African Republic, Tony White Jr. went absolutely nuts in the second half in that game, and he had 17. For Central African Republic, he isn't here. Kugere had 15 though.
It's interesting in the press conference last night, the disappointment was there from Mancho Lopez, the coach of Angola, but he said, this game is over. We're ready to play tomorrow. We'll be ready. And Jimmy Jemrabai misses. But I have to say, so far, some of the body language for Angola is not good. Rice whips it over to his brother, Braulio, and Braulio is picked off by Junior Pewa, 3-on-1, and Junior Pewa takes it all the way. I suppose it might have been risky to hand it off to Grabango, so Armando Costa, I think, is going to come in here pretty early for Braulio. saw Ndoniema foul out yesterday. That's his first foul. So Junior Peowa, shooting guard at the line. Central African Republic hoping they've saved their best performance in this tournament for today. Confidence free throws there made by Junior Peowa, Monsieur Peowa.
Watching on the bench, Elio Nash is extremely frustrated. You know, his brother turned around and barked at him. He responded when they're on the floor, and then a couple of other guys, I think, said something. He's been subbed out, and the whole time he's been speaking, or not even speaking. Moncho Lopez has been talking to him. He hasn't been too kind of frustrated, but Rice is not happy. Let out a scream as he's sitting on the bench in frustration.
It looked almost as if Moncho Lopez was pointing his finger at him in a disciplinary manner. And saying something, barking back at him. This kind of thing happens though. Shot clock winding down to 2. Costa at the line. Max Cougar with the rebound. Perfect, or at least an ideal start for the Central African Republic. 4 minutes into the game. Livongo trying to post up. Peowa and Jimmy Jemrabai. Now that was a good authoritative rebound from Jimmy Jemrabai. I guess the only good thing about Junior Peowa's shot was that he missed it and gave Jimmy Jemrabai a chance to rebound.
Junior Peowa, as we mentioned, is struggling right now from the field. Back to the game in 2013, Jimmy Jemrabai on the roster for Central African Republic didn't see the floor. You know, that shows you the development he's made in these 2 years.
That was in 2013.
Yeah.
But he played in 2011 as well?
He was on the team in 2011 and 13, but even in 2013 did not get a lot of court time at all for the Central African Republic. You know, very much a bit player. But here he's just taking huge strides going forward. In fact, he didn't play a game in 2013, didn't see the floor at all.
Couldn't even see it, they blocked his vision. Look at that. The swat goes out to the corner. Roberto Fortes, and Fortes buries the three-pointer. Wow. Junior Peowa, and another miss from him. Gives it right back to Angola, and I just cannot understand for the life of me. Here's Damashwa, comes up with the interception, goes in for the layup, and Central African Republic go back in front by 4. Costa, there goes Dominguez. Oh, tough shot for him, and he just releases it. Such a beautiful touch on that one.
He does have the touch. I think he's key. I think they need something from him. You know, inside, outside, he can usually score. Him and Reggie Moore, after being so good in previous years, just haven't come up with anything right now.
That was better for Junior Peowa trying to get it to Grabongo. And then Grabongo just kind of fell asleep with Mingas. Mingas will reach in and take it away. Jimmy Jemrabai is playing big right now. Look at him fight with Ambrosio. And Felizardo Ambrosio, and foul on Jimmy Jemrabai. And he says, why me? Watch this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, is there?
I don't know about the right arm, whether he tried to reach in with the right arm, and that's what the referee called. You couldn't really see it on that angle. No, with the body, he was fine. Trying to go to the inside. They know these big guys do pick up fouls for the Central African Republic.
Oh, Peowa gets it. He's got to get rid of it, and he couldn't quite get it in time to Damashwa, so the tactical foul by Costa. I mean, in fairness to the referee, when you start to see the guys really banging down low like that, you know, they're going to call a foul, aren't they, on somebody.
I mean, right now, Central African Republic are just swarming on Angola. You know, they've deflected passes. They've got in the lane. They've made it difficult for them just through pure energy on the defensive end.
And they've only picked up 3 fouls. So that's good. 6 minutes into the game. It's too early to suggest that you should be worried with Angola as Yannick Morea comes into the game for the first time. But at what point do you become worried if they don't start getting on top of the Central African Republic team?
To be honest, I'm already worried because of the response from yesterday. I expected a slick, a focused, an energetic Angolan team, but right now, Central Africa, they haven't been able to match the energy of the Central African Republic, and that's a worry for me. Forget this game, forget anything else. It's just, you're being outworked in the various areas right now.
But do you allow for the fact that they went home after the game, an hour, probably don't get to bed for an hour? They're back here 14 hours later playing. Mingus.
No, to be honest,
soft jump shot.
I don't. In a game, players get up for it. This is a knockout game. Motivation should be enough to ride you in this game, knowing, as we said before, they win this, they got Egypt, and they got a day off before they play Egypt. All that matters is they play and they win this game right now.
Off the back of the rim. And now, Costa.
Mingus is stepping up for them. And that's been the real key so far, really, hasn't it? He's rebounded, he's played pretty good defense, and he's scored, which he hasn't done. Averaging just 5 points a game coming in, Eduardo Mingus, and 4 rebounds. He's already got 4 points and 2 rebounds. And he's another guy that can make a spark. Defensively is where Paolo comes in his energy.
Morea in the lane, steps inside. And Grabongo goes up. He's fouled a few times, and Morea just looks and smiles as if to say, you must be joking. Let's have another look at Morea's shot. And Grabongo misses. Second one is good. So Angola having tied it, now trail by 1.
For a kick, good pass.
They work it over to Costa. Mingus boxing out.
That's where he's just not giving him anything. He hesitates and will back it out. They've got to work to get another shot. And he's just passed one up.
Travels.
See, that's the thing. Like, Costa's missed a 3, and then it's down his head, so he gets it back. Could have shot it again. Decided to pull it out, and then they commit the turnover. So why not shoot the 3? He's got to have that confidence to step up.
Up top. Puts up a 3. That's good. Well, we've ridiculed him, but he's answered at that time with a 3-pointer. Now he's talking trash with Fortes.
I mean, he's got to be the first 15% three-point shooter I've ever seen talk trash and travel.
Fortes travels as well. Fortes doesn't strike me as that type of player who would engage in that. So I don't know where it's coming from.
He hasn't said a word, but that's the way some players get fired up. Junior Perwiller, he's feeling it, and he is focused.
Timeout on the floor. Central African Republic lead it. Juancho Lopez settling down his players.
Jogar para vocês, podía ter atirado outra vez, certo? Pois isso é o que queremos. O sistema que marque o Oasis se vai jogar com passes até o fim. Metemos a bola dentro, eles estão na bola dentro, estão aí como malucos. Bom trabalho de split, de apertura. Verão como temos skip passes, temos bolas dentro.
Léo, não volta a bola do outro lado. Muda o lado da bola. Já? Tá jogando a mão embaixo.
Defensivamente não me cometa erro. Pressão ofensiva, esse gajo aqui. Ele deixa que
And you know that streak is in danger.
Yeah.
I think when you consider if they win this game, they play Egypt.
Absolutely, without looking, you know, they've got to win this one first of all, like you said. But if they do, Egypt have looked as good as anybody in this tournament right now. They're playing extremely well. They're full of confidence. They're here watching, and I don't think they'll hold any fear going against Angola.
The Senegal are going to play. They'll have a couple of games coming up. Do you think they're going to have a more favorable quarterfinal? Max Cougaré puts it up and gets it to drop. This game has one of those feelings that if you're an Angolan fan, you know, you're not feeling too good right now.
No, well, everything's going to Central African Republic, isn't it? The roll on that shot right there, you know, the three for Payowa. He hasn't hit one. You know, everything going right now.
So Senegal, if they win against Uganda, they will take on either Cameroon or Algeria. So, you know, those are good teams in their own rights, but I think Egypt right now playing at a higher level. A turnover against Damashwa brings it back over to Angola. So that's how important that game was last night for Angola and Senegal. By getting that tip in at the buzzer from Antoine Mendy, Senegal have avoided Egypt potentially in the quarterfinals. Passes it back out. Cortez in the corner. Good! And now he will drop back and play defense.
It's a needed score, isn't it, at the end of this first quarter? Wow.
Final seconds. The opening quarter is going to be Payowa. It's off. He almost banked it in. Damashwa got it back, but he didn't go up with it. He wasn't aware of the clock. So a missed opportunity for the Central African Republic. Coach Kaporo, Alvin Kaporo was his players for their first quarter effort. And they go to the bench on top 18-15 into the first quarter.
Hey.
So,
on reste au Maroc. Et la passe que tu as fait à Junior, ils ont presque volé. Fais attention, le système, c'est que quand tu reçois, tu renverses. Mais ne renverse pas s'il n'est pas libre. Tu ne peux pas renverser quand il est libre. Et Junior, si par exemple, tu n'as pas fait la passe, ça brille toujours au-dessus. Tu ne vas pas le dos.
And what was it that happened last night?
Vamos a
Late in
tentar
the game, do you remember?
pegar la bola mais no poste meio. Vamos a ir ao short corner. Agora o pequeno drible. Entendemos isto? Também, porque senão não temos vantagem de poste baixo.
Mistakes that have a fear
Mal
of
em baixo.
failure.
Bola no Janinco, no rede, distintamente. Bola no poste.
Positive band of
Leo
basketball.
bloquea.
Almost out there trying not to make mistakes a lot of the time.
Vamos aquí. Están a sobremarcar. Vamos a permitir
The players knowing that they're not playing at
Vamos a
their
meter
best.
rápido, bola no Leo, J-Lo. Rápidamente, bola no Leo, J-Lo. J-Lo, Leo. Prepara estas posiciones defensivas, que se están preenchendo aquí en Tom Lucas. Más trabajo de J-Lo.
Now here's what they do in the warm-ups before the game. You see that? They are fired up. They do this before every game, but today there was a particular exuberance in that Central African Republic warm-up, and you can see it on the faces right now. And in fairness to Junior Payowa, he's playing with a lot of emotion, and I think he's really helping him in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, he's played hard. He's got fired up.
Today, Junior Payowa has 7 points. So he's leading them in scoring. In fact, right now he has a game-high 7 points.
Which is double his average coming in.
pass inside to Reggie Moore. An offensive foul called on Reggie Moore for kind of clearing out, using his arms, opening arm. Watch this.
Good call. His arms
Using
behind
his
him.
yeah, his left arm. So an uncomfortable start here for Angola. Shot off the front of the rim. Now Acosta up ahead to Paolo. He goes up and he gets blocked. What a play. And you know, Jada Mabata can get down and block some shots, and we just saw it there now. Another chance for Paolo. This time he's going to throw it down.
I thought he should have done that the first one. He's a great athlete, Paolo, but great effort from Jada Mabata to get back. And that's the Central African Republic that we've seen in the first sort of 9 to 11 minutes of this one. Energy, tenacity, and that is keeping them there with this lead.
And the miss.
3 players from Angola, and Jimmy Jumrabai from Central African Republic competing, and the Central African Republic get the ball.
Pass inside to Kugari, goes up though, nowhere to go. Here comes the Angolans. And Norea just patiently finds his way to the basket, banks it in.
Great hands from him to just simply take the catch.
Back outside. Angola with the lead, and now they've come up with another turnover. Inside, oh, they get it quickly, but what a block from Jada Mabata. 2 of the plays of the game right now from Jada Mabata coming off the bench. And now they turn it over needlessly. Well, they're trying to get it inside for the higher percentage shot. Cortez for 3. 2 on 3, Damashwa. And he's able to get it back, and Kugara says, calm down. Game's starting to heat up a little bit. Beautiful pass to Jimmy Jumrabai. And he was fouled by Fortes. So Carlos Moraes and Braulio Moraes are coming in for Costa and Fortes.
That's such a good block. It's better than the first one, that one.
Aren't you impressed by his talent? He's just 21 years of age. Felipe Jada Mabata.
Well, Angola had an opportunity there. The game opened up. The Central African Republic, with the 5 they had on the floor, looked leggy. They looked tired. And on that occasion where that block happened, it was a 4-on-1 break. 4 players from the Central African Republic really went to the ball, and they went past them, and they were completely out of the play, and Angola didn't come up with any points at all.
They throw good. So Central Africans back on top, and timeout on the floor.
Le ballon plusieurs fois. C'est pourquoi j'ai demandé ce temps mort-là. Bon, voilà ce qui se passe, les gars. Si on fait la transition là, et que la balle arrive ici, du côté où Jim se trouve, on peut dribbler
Angola
ici,
has yet to attempt a free throw. Similar to last night, they were not taking anywhere. Central African Republic are getting to the line.
Et si c'est toi qui es ici, tu lui fais la passe. Si tu n'arrives pas, tu renverses. on doit lui faire la passe dans les gars. Ils font beaucoup de fautes. Et aussi, ils sont fatigués, les gars. Ils sont fatigués. J'ai
la balle là, il faut couper. Il y a un qui doit couper comme ça. Et l'autre en place. Il faut faire le ready cotovelo. Quando ready sta il cotovelo, dribbla. Estremo sobe, ready. Ganhar dentro. Va, vamos. Defesa, defesa. 1, 2, 3.
Vai lá uma defesa, logo.
Here's a look at Lionel Paulo going in for the dunk for Angola. And Braulio back in the game. Angola still finding some resistance here from the Central Africans. Into the corner for Reggie Moore. And Jada Mabata. Note that's Dimitri Kongbo who's come in now. So they've got some real athletics players here. Jada Mabata, number 14, and number 9, Kongbo. Watch these two, see how they impact the game. There's Jada Mabata. He can stroke it. Here he is, and it's front and back of the rim and out. Now, Kongbo picks it up, gets it up to Damashwa, and excellent hustle there from Leno Paulo. Gets it back for Angola. So Braulio Moraes and his brother Carlos. Carlos gets it closer. Reggie Moore, another 3 attempt, and he was fouled. And that was a mistake by Jimmy Jim Rabai, fouling the 3-point shooter. We've seen it over and over and over again in this tournament. The 3-point shooter getting fouled.
Yeah, it just amazes me every time it happens how often we've seen it. Guys jumping at the 3-point shooter and making contact. Yeah, you've got to contest, but it's the lowest percentage shot in the game, isn't it? The 3-point shot.
There's Jimmy Jim Rabai. He now has 2 fouls. So he makes 2 of 3. Here it is again. Picks it up. Now Kugere. Down the bottom, running baseline. Zache drives in, good drive, but doesn't finish. And Morea brings it down. Now Morea turns. And he's not looking good on that one. Now Zache quickly to Kugere.
So he's got to add the jump hook to his arsenal.
Jimmy Jim Rabai. Is that searching for a shot? Maybe a little.
This is open.
Open, feet set, good! Carlos Moraes.
And that basket, he has been pretty impressive shooting the ball from 3, hasn't he? It was the first half woes he had yesterday. Second half in that same ring, he was very good. And then you see 2 of 2 today. 4-point lead Angola. How has been played?
Nice turn from Zache. He hands it off. Nope. Reggie Moore was ready for the handoff to Kongbo. Now, as Paulo gives it back to Yannick Morea, and he was fouled as he got close to the basket.
That's good breaks.
So Angola has taken a 4-point lead. It took them a while, but they've finally broken through here midway through the second quarter. Reggie Moore out of the game, and Feliciano Ambrosio back in. Number 12 there, Ambrosio. And Yannick Moreira, here's the first one. Drafted by the Clippers. Hasn't signed yet. Offer on the table, it says, right? Or
Yeah.
is he,
I don't think he was drafted.
he was signed, or no, he was offered a place.
Yeah, he went to play for them in the summer league.
He's an NBA player, though, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he needs more refinement offensively. As I said, you know, he needs to add that jump hook. Really, he's not got a bad range on his jump shot, but he needs a go-to move in the post. What he is an NBA player is shot blocking ability, rebounding, his athleticism, the speed of play down the floor.
I can't remember who it was that told me this, but they said as long as you can do one thing extremely well at the highest level, you can go to the NBA. Does he do any of those?
I think, yeah, the motor alone, you know, his size and the athleticism means that there'll be somewhere for him to change a game. I don't think, as of yet, you know, he's going to be a major player for a team like the Clippers. But a decent pick up of hands.
Good hands that time from Braulio Moraes. Seems to be becoming more like his old self.
Still on 6. I'm not really sure how that can happen. It was 6 and started.
Exactly. The shot clock didn't start.
Suddenly changed to 5, and none of the referees did it.
I think they must have heard him talking. They said, just take another second. And it goes off the hands of Jimmy Zimmerby. To pass it back, and Paolo couldn't quite catch it. It was a hard pass. Lobongo. Carlos Moraes. And offensive foul called on Ambrosio. Zimmerby, you got to tip your hat to him. He's getting up there and really challenging those low post players. Could have gone the other way as well. Three-pointer, good! Oh, Jimmy Zimmerby, relatively quiet offensively.
Decent range on that jumper, though. It's not a fluke for him to hit that one.
They haven't, on the official scoreboard, they've only got...
Yeah, it was a 2. It was a 2.
Okay. Rice. Now, Jimmy Zimmerby. Lucio Joaquin's going to check in with the three-pointer from Damachois. Look at the emotion. He gets it back to a one-point game for the Central Africans. Timeout. Well, if he can do that, they need more threats from out there, and look at the celebration.
They're going toe-to-toe with the 11-time champions, aren't they, right now? The palm is shaken off. Angola played better, but still, it's just not flowing for them at all. Keep saying the same sort of things.
Non facilitar.
Porque
acabamos por defender máis veces que ninguna equipa no mundo, carai. Somos a equipa que máis defende. Da igual o movimento, da igual se cornos en baixo, que temos que lembrar como é cornos en baixo. Non turnovers. Y pases con calma, con tranquilidade. Podríamos levar 40 puntos, mas perdemos 14 bolas, já acabou. Ok, non ten unha equipa como Senegal moito máis forte defensivamente, máis agresiva, e non perdíamos a bola. Lembramos cornos en baixo, da igual que bloquee Mingas ou Wander, sempre vamos jogar agresivos, Mingas desfacer, Wander abrir. De qualquer lado. Se fosse bloqueo no Wander, Wander pop-out, Mingas cortar. Sempre Mingas dentro, Wander abrir. Mas não só isto. Ok, jogamos isto e jogamos outros ataques também. Vamos também a pisca e dois pistas.
Post starts in the bid. They haven't got second chance points, they only have 3 seconds. They haven't been able to get the room for the guards to penetrate and finish, or for the guards to be able to get all the way to the ring for easy ones.
And also, when you consider the free throws, especially when you consider that Angola got 3 free throws and Reggie Moore got hit from behind the arc. They haven't really attempted any. So obviously they're not getting it down low. Now, Rodrigo Joaquin would really like to get into this. And now the coach was acting like there'd been a turnover. What was he? So Kongabo comes out. Devongo, Junior Peoa, Max Cougar, Damashwa, and Jimmy Jimmerbai are the 5 that are on the floor right now. Bounce pass, Peoa couldn't handle it. That was beautifully set up. And they settle for a jump shot from Jimmerbai and miss.
Being guarded by Jimmy Jimmerbai over here.
There's Joaquin again. He's going to put up another jumper. And Valerio Moraes takes the screen. Well, he didn't really use it. He set it and then went to the right.
A rare time they've been able to penetrate and get all the way to the ring, isn't it?
Good defense from Mingus. 28-25, Angola by 3. Joaquin didn't play at all yesterday. Bradley Field. He's in the paint right now. And a very tough inbounds pass there for Damashwa to catch. Now Jimmy Jimmerbai, they get it. Devongo gets it up just in time, and the follow from Max Cougar. And that is quite a statement from Max Cougar and the Central African Republic. Terrific, terrific play. Now, the referee is warning Cougar about hanging on the rim. But watch this. Oh no, there was not enough time. It had come after the expiration, so the basket was not good.
No, they counted the basket.
Well, looking at the clock, I was looking at the shot clock, excuse me. Because they had not reset the shot clock yet, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So terrific, terrific play from Max Cougar. But he's been warned not to hang on the rim. Or they'll call it technical. Something which we saw in the last game when Khalifa had the technical call. Back the other way goes Mingus. So a little bit better now for Angola, getting it inside. They go back up by 3. Jimmy Jimmerbai does not need to go one-on-one here or one-on-5. He needs to get rid of it. There it is. Good D from Damashwa. He puts up a 3. Oh, look at the hustle of Angola, but they both knock it out. And it's another 14. So they can attempt to hold it for 1 shot. They're going to change the amount of time on the clock.
They also call their timeout.
Where it's all about, folks. Africa's flagship event, the AfroBasket, so there's 16 seconds on the game clock. Put another second on there. Junior Peoa almost pushed off on College Moraes. He's going to go to the basket. He's going to pass it. Grabongo from the corner. And the follow yet again from Max Kugera. How about that for the leader of this team? Now Moraes has just enough time to launch one. And with that second effort yet again, twice in the last minute, Max Kugera gets follow-ups. And the Central African Republic pulled to within one. Lloyd, I don't think we really gave the Central Africans enough respect before this game. They have come out and shown their concentration level's gone up a little bit and their execution. They sense an opportunity. And if you look at the statistics, it'll bear that out. Especially, I'm curious to see the steals and the turnovers. 12 first-half turnovers for Angola. 4 steals and a couple of blocks for the Central African Republics. Max Kugera coming up with a couple of huge plays at the end. And we're at halftime. Angola only on top 30-29 here in this round of 16 game.
Vamos jogar estas coisas muito bem jogadas.
30-29, Angola leads Central African Republic at halftime, and Moncho Lopez, the Angola coach, drawing up some plays here before the start of the second half. Even though Angola are winning, it sort of feels like they're losing. Coming off of a tough game last night where they lost at the buzzer to Senegal, they're trying to grind out a win here that see them getting to the quarterfinals to face Egypt. Had they won that game last night, they wouldn't even be playing right now.
Queremos pases. Anda que non pode correr aquí, excepto que os gatos
having a practice
Pois,
at another arena, or just taking it easy and preparing for their first round of 16 game. But as it is, they had to come right back 14 hours later and tip it off. That had won its first game, yes, a couple of days ago against Uganda. So they've had a day off, and they've come out and played with a lot of fire, concentration, focus, energy, and Max Kruger there has been absolutely sensational, especially with the lift that he gave the team at the end of the first half. He went down and had a couple of tap-ins, and watch this, that dunk there, and then he comes up again. So Max Kruger with the big contribution there at the end of the first half, Lloyd.
Well, that sums up Angolan play as well, doesn't it? Kruger from the perimeter, the three position, the putback, and the offensive rebound down the stretch. You know, Angola not doing the details needed right now. Changes to a starting lineup, assigned for the second half for Angola, as they just try and search for options, search for a way of playing.
Second half action back underway here in Tunis, AfroBasket 2015, and Kugura puts it up and it rims out. Angola, the 11-time winners of the AfroBasket in the last 13 editions. And now the steal, Danishwa reaches in and goes in and lays it up. And now Central African Republic have gone back in front. Well, this just has a special feel for it if you're a fan of the South Central Africans, I'm sure. And just to keep it this close for so long, it's an accomplishment. 2-3 zone, and to rebound that, and they end up coming away with it. Looked like Indonyema tried to foul Junior Peowa, and Peowa pulls up for the jumper. Wow, he just looks a different player today. His shots are going in. Costa puts up an air ball. Junior Peowa, Jimmy Jim Rabai, and it's blocked. Blocked by Carlos Moraes. So that was a good block. Now he quickly brings it up the floor and kind of ran out of room, and now it leaves Junior Peowa with a layup, and don't look now, but the Central African Republic have extended their lead 35-30.
Wow. I mean, what can you say about Angola? You know, it's just not going right, is it? And then what happens? Moraes tries to do too much now because he's frustrated.
Look at the field goal percentage, but more than that, it just, trying to put it into context. This has a special feel. Whenever you go to a tournament and the underdog kind of gets that feeling that they can go out and get the job done, this is what it's like. In America, it's the NCAA tournament. You get the minnows going up against the giants. The game stays close. It gets shorter and shorter. And all of a sudden, this Central African Republic team is in the clouds.
Well, when your backs are against the wall, that's when you need to come together. And right now, Angola aren't really coming together. Morais is trying to do it on his own. Look, how many dribbles is this for Costa? The 9 seconds to go. They haven't made one pass yet. Wow, and that is a big three from Reggie Moore.
That is a huge three.
They just can't find a rhythm. It's the offensive end for Angola. Defensively, they haven't been particularly bad, but it's turnovers that are leading to easy points.
Peowa. And Costa finds his way into the lane, hands it off to Maria. And just like that, and that's the first time he's been able to get it in here in the second half. Kugara. Oh, Maria bit for the fake, and he just went to his left.
Too easy, wasn't it, considering who's in front of him? Kugara just blew past him so smoothly.
Wow. Another turnover, unforced, against Angola. Central African Republic fans, you can see the energy of the Central African Republic players, the belief growing. Kugara again.
He is big in that spot, and he's using his size, shooting over the top of Rice.
Moore. He hit the one on the other wing, but missed that. Now Peowa. And a three-pointer, and Damashwa hits it for the Central Africans. Their biggest lead of the game, 7 points. Indoniema has been quiet offensively, but he was able to get that and put it up and in. Came out of kind of a busted play, didn't it?
Yeah. It's, breaks a 7-0 run in the Central African Republic.
And the ball goes out of bounds with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Rice comes out. And that was the last shot from Damashwa. Cougar has been fantastic, though. He's really in the flow.
Yeah, that's why Paulo's come back in to guard him. He's a good defender.
And traveling, bailed out Maria because it looked like he had bit on the pump fake and had fouled.
Yeah, he really did look like he'd fouled him. Very lucky indeed.
Don't forget, here's what's at stake. You win the AfroBasket, you get to the Olympics. It's almost a birthright, the Angolan players believe. Oh, nice three-pointer from Costa.
Yeah, Costa. He's been better in the second half. He's hit the three now, 2 assists. Twice he's got into the lane and kicked it out. And we haven't seen that from him at all, have we?
Not at all. On Costa.
No, Paulo.
Oh, Paulo, excuse me. 36-5. So, if you get to the final, you're sure, or the semifinals rather, you're sure of a place in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. If you get to the final and then win it, you qualify for the Rio de Janeiro Games. And Kugera knows it. Look at him.
Feeling it right now.
He is unconscious. That was a long jump shot. Paolo short, but Costa was there. And as you said, it's not like you could prepare to rebound an air ball. And Costa was just there at the right place at the right time. Jim Rabai starts to go to work against Reggie Moore. Makes the pass to Grabongo.
Yeah, again, got very lucky. Watching the ball. Grabongo cut right past him.
Nice turn. Damashwa reaches in and commits the foul. Look at Moraes, Braulio Moraes over there doing some coaching.
And they're starting to get worried now. You know, we're into the second half and still the Central African Republic aren't even hanging. They're leading the game. Kugere's looking,
unconscious.
Yeah, like the best player in AfroBasket right now. And even, just the confidence is increasing second by second.
Bongo out, Kungbo in. And Paolo really trying to hound Cougar over there. Jimmy Jemrabai kind of fades away. Good defense.
Rebound though.
Get it back, Junior Peoa.
Shouldn't have been a reset on the 24. The ball didn't hit the ring. So interesting to see. It was quite low, wasn't it? So maybe it'll be a violation here.
Tough to say.
6 seconds.
Understanding coach, but at the same time, he wants his players to be rewarded for the good defense. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
This is another opportunity for Angola to finish the play. They've got a challenge, they can't foul, and they must rebound.
François drives in, puts it up, and Cougar came in, crashing the boards. And it's going to be another 14 seconds for the Central Africans.
The ability to just finish the opportunity for Angola right now. And they had it offensively, they had it defensively.
Cougar for three. Good! He cannot miss. And the other way, and it goes to Morea, and he goes up for the dunk.
He's got 9 points of the last 11. And now,
well, he's just terrific. Big-time players show up for the big games. He showed up. Oh, and Damashwa, unlucky. Stepped on some moisture. And it's on the referee to come over and wipe it up. But that's a turnover that came at a bad time.
It's 9 points in 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yep, he is.
For Max Cougar.
He's in the clouds right now.
You've got to keep going to him. Keep running plays.
I saw that previous play. It was set up by Costa. Oh, Ndonienda just fumbled the ball away. Incredible. Oh, Junior Peoa. And now, it looks like there's still some moisture out there because Costa fell down.
In exactly the same spot, wasn't it?
And Leno Paolo reaches in and commits the foul was committed by Central Africans. I hope they get back out there with a towel or something. .46. Cortez is going to re-enter the game, and Indoniema comes out. And the reach, and a foul called on Joseph Matuzane, number 5. So he's coming in to pick up a couple quick ones. Wow. And the inbounds pass landed on the inline. Mistakes like that, they're just inexplicable really for Angola. Talking about former AfroBasket champions, Olympians. There's Matuzane. And Matuzane traveled.
But they got to go after him. He's only just fresh into the game, first minute. Well Damashara is going to come straight back.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say. Backs up Jimmy by, puts it up, misses, and the follow. Wow.
Not sure how he got it to go.
Not either. And Angola back in front now. Kugura. He's gotten fouled by Costa. He looks at the referee to say, where's the call, ref? Jimmy by. Oh, tough shot for him. Now, Paolo with Angola on top. And third foul on Matuzane.
Angola, they help too much, or they dig in too much on the low post, I think. And that's why they're having problems with the rebounding. You know, if Moreira is guarding the low post, anyone on this Central African Republic team should struggle to score against him, as we see him at the other end. What a tip. You know, you got to trust that he can guard him in one-on-one in the low post. Therefore, the others need to stay at home and be ready to rebound rather than try and pinch in and get steals.
Alley-oop pass to Moreira.
Down with that.
Set on the shot clock. Oh, tough shot for Cortez.
This could be a foul on the rebound.
Wow. So while the ball was in the air, presumably.
2 shots.
Oh yeah, he pushed off there. Combo. Well, they've 5 fouls.
Put it on number 14. He's not even in the game.
Well, that's not right.
And Reggie Moore's got, oh yes, team fouls.
Just waiting for it to register on our little system here. That's good. And the second one is good as well. So now a 3-point lead for Angola. So who the foul was on.
Somebody's just gone to tell the commissioner. Yeah.
Paolo into Congo, passes back out of the lane. And Grabongo puts up a 3. Late in the shot clock, but not a very good shot. Oh, and this one almost picked that off. Costa, other way. Paolo turns, looks for space, and foul from behind on Max Kugura. The Central Africans putting him on the line. And you never know, they might just escape this, Angola. That's what it feels like right now. Braulio Moraes will re-enter. So 4 points now to lead for Angola. The biggest lead is 6. Second good. Angola now 10 of 11 at the free throw line. Both teams shooting it very well from the line. 9 of 10 for Central African Republic. Russ is going to take a seat.
Angola is fired up. He's got to be careful he doesn't commit a foul here. I mean, the fouls to give. He'll use that energy. Smart from him. That was okay because it was a foul to stop the drive rather than just too much pressure. And they've still got 2 to give. Angola, interesting to see if they use them.
Timrabai. Damashwa, 8 seconds. Cougar puts up a 3! Oh, and that was almost. And you're right, he was just a little too exuberant. And we saw him on the bench as well, shouting to his teammates to play, and it's evident, isn't it? He needs to calm down just a little. And we bumped him, and he's lucky that Cougar didn't make the shot. It really is. It hit off the front of the rim. Nacho Lopez, the coach, just squatting over there, thinking. You simply cannot. It's difficult to describe this performance by Cougar just because it's just so inspirational, isn't it? Well, 5 seconds, 4. Moraes, 3, 2. He pulls up, and that's short. So the brilliance of Cougar, the resilience, the determination, the refusal to give in, and the Central African Republic still right there, trailing only 52 to 50.
As trocas, porque non falamos. Comunicas, Leo, contigo, para su posición. Vamos a trocar as veces especialmente. Tienes que trocar, no había máis remedio. O programa foi sozinho baixo do cesto. Estamos a trocar. Defenda! Okay.
Look at the stats. Still pretty even all the way around. Similar in the just looking at points in the paint, 16 apiece, points after turnovers, 16 for Angola, 15 for
The big thing, fast break points, probably 15 to 2.
Ok, mais en même temps, ne forcez pas, les gars. Donnez-lui le ballon, les gars. Donnez-lui le ballon. Ok? Et quand tu aides là, c'est toi qui parles le plus quand tu aides. Et c'est là, on est en défense. On est en défense. Le rebond, on pousse. Tu es fatigué, tu me dis.
5 players score, 3 of them double figures. Bongo's only got 3. Timrabay's got 6, and that's why I said, you know, when 3 players have got 51 points. No, excuse me, 41 of the 50. I'm not sure why you're trying to leave one of those to double someone, you know, who isn't really a factor or to help. You've got to stay at home, say, okay, if they're going to beat us, let them do it in the low post over Barrera. We'll stay at home on the perimeter, take away Cougar. Don't let him rebound. You know, don't let Damashwara get an open 3 or a lane to the ring either. You know, but this is all the defensive end as well. And Angola have got 50 points going into the 4th quarter. It's not like they've given up a lot of points. They've only, you know, Central African Republic only have 50. It's the offensive end.
So Are we going to witness one of the great upsets in AfroBasket history? Will Central African Republic knock off Angola, the winner of 11 African titles in the last 13 editions? Or will the defending champions hold on and advance to face Egypt in the quarterfinals? Moore follows his shot, puts it back up, and Grabongo goes up and brings the ball down. Every game up to now, the teams have known they were advancing to the round of 16. Now you lose and you're out of it. Turnover and the foul on Damashwa. It's interesting that the teams are shooting free throws well. That'll no doubt come into play in the game at some point as we get closer to the end. Mingus. Well, it was online, but look at Kruger. Has it taken away by Moore. Yeah, that was a tough break. But alert play by Moore. Now Damashwa gets it into Grabongo. Back to Damashwa. Puts up a three. And Jimmy Jimrabai battles. And he's fouled. So the foul on Fortes. Morea is going to re-enter for Moore. Surprised to see Moore come out after making the play.
Yeah. I think he's probably more wanting to get Morea in the floor rather than Moore off. You know, just a rebounding perhaps.
They have shared the minutes pretty well. A lot of players around 18, 19 minutes. Pea, Junior Peoa, floats in, misses.
Yeah, chance to run. In the trap instead.
And they tie him up. Leonel Paulo. Cooper is so effective. He's been so good. Seems like you'd almost want him to get a touch every time down the floor, but I suppose with Leonel Paulo on him, that's easier said than done. As you can see, he's out there right in front of the Central African bench in the 13, sticking to him like white on rice. Well, Bongo gets it, and he passes. The ball ends up with Jimmy Jemrabai. The pass into Kugura, and he forced one up against Morea. Now, Angola got ahead of themselves. They had an opportunity, but Nacho Lopez applauds the aggressive approach, I guess.
Yeah, I think he wants them to try and, you know, take off the shackles. There's something in transition. As we talked about, his 2 fast break points.
Foul spotted by the official underneath the basket. Foul on Paulo. So Mario Moraes comes out, and Onyema comes back in. And now Paulo is going to exit. Damashwa tosses back in. And now a foul on Onyema.
A lot of whistles.
All of a sudden, the game's just kind of ground to a halt. Damashwa for 3. He's already hit 2. 3! Make it 3 for Damashwa! And they refuse to go away. We're repeatedly stunned by some of these performances. And now Damashwar reaches in and almost had the turnover.
Costa got very lucky indeed there. He pushed him away. Costa pushing. He didn't collect the ball.
Well, Damashwar had 4 steals in the first 3 quarters. Almost had another one. Now Morea, and you almost feel Angola getting tight again. They were just starting to loosen up, and now they've gotten tight. The tightness just will not go away. Ndoniema misses. Follow with the follow, and nope. Mingus with a follow and gets to foul. Paulo's come out of the game. Now Carlos Moraes comes back into the game. And Robert Fortes comes out. There's a replay of that previous play.
This is the first.
Well, they've made most of their free throws today, and now he's missed 2 in a row. Incredible. Now they had 10 of 11 before those 2 attempts, and now they're 10 of 13. As the game becomes tighter, and there's not much time to go, Bongo takes the 3 and misses. Jimmy Jim Rabai takes the 3 and misses. Bongo with the rebound. Damashwar seems to have the feel. Oh, he finds some space, but that's off to the right.
Okay.
And I think maybe this one there looked like Jim Rabai did not knock it out, but that's what they saw. Ndoniema's been quiet offensively. Rice is in, and having sat on the bench for a while, he's had an air ball. Damashwar tried to save it and keep it in, and Costa now open. Don't mind it long. Now Kugura. Kugura goes around Ndoniema. And timeout is asked for and given to Angola. Also looked at this coach in a championship before national championship. 12 years ago. At the bench score that we already talked about, 38 now for Angola. Another 36. 2003. In Sweden, he took the Spanish team that had Pau Gasol, Juan Carlos Navarro, Felipe Reyes, a lot of big-name, famous international players over the past 15 years. He took them there and led them into the final. And were it not for the brilliance of Lithuania and Luis Jasikevičius, they might have gotten to the top of the podium. But as it was, they finished runners-up. And then went to the Olympics. You see turnover here in Central African Republic. Now here he is 12 years later, coaching another special team and just trying to get over this first major hurdle. When you consider that everybody advanced from the last round, he already knew he was going to be at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, you get into knockout stages, it's all about winning. You know, for Angola, though, win or lose, they'll be frustrated once more. It'll build going into the next one. But they'll put that all aside right now because, you know, playing badly or not, they just need to win this game or they will be in the classification for 9-16.
Now the pass to Jimmy Jemrabai. Had a perfect position. Just couldn't knock it down. Still only a one-point game. This Angola team trying to get back to the Olympics, which they missed out on in 2012. Oh, and Morea catches it in the middle of the lane and throws it down.
Will that be the spark? For once, a well-designed and executed play from Angola. The pick and pop of Mingus, and then a beautiful cut from Herrera. The spacing of everybody else was on point. And it was so rare that we've seen them be able to do that.
Coach Caporo, his team's been hanging in there. Trailing now by 3, field goal percentage.
Même chose, sois intelligent au moment. Sois intelligent. Et si c'est toi qui peux le trouver directement, tu le trouves. Tu peux pas, tu passes au chômage. Et si par exemple, tu dribbles comme ça, maintenant ils savent ce qu'on fait là. Donc eux, ils vont se rester comme ça là. Tu peux vous deux couper en balle d'or. Ok? Parce qu'ils regardent seulement comme ça là. Tu peux aussi aller en balle d'or. Les gars, on a besoin de ce panier là. On a besoin de ce panier là.
Energy and focus the entire day. Some other teams go out, continue to
Carlos,
compete, get the job
Leo,
done.
Mingas,
It's
Yannick,
Central African.
Armando, cuidado con
Nowhere
atrapa
near
aquí.
over
Armando,
yet, is it? But
rápidamente.
sometimes all you need is one play. A spark. What was it in the last game where, you know, Egypt were kind of struggling a little, and then all of a sudden it was the missed shot by Zimbabwe, by Banda. He went down the other end, hit a 3, and that was it. The game just changed once again after seeming like Zimbabwe had a way back in. Egypt just rallied and finished the game.
Well, the pressure builds.
Don't need to double here. This is where you see.
Oh, nice pass out to Damashwa, who was open. 3 seconds?
Very lucky, yeah. That's why I say that why leave? I know Jimmy Chimera's deep in the lane against Moreira, but you've got to trust Moreira, have some faith that he can play low post defense.
Now they whiz it over to Costa from the right. Oh, the follow by Leno Paulo.
This could be the run. This could be the knockout punch here from Angola. I think a couple of more stops and a couple of scores, and it might be enough for them.
5-point game. Cougar suddenly has been relatively quiet. Zimra by. Oh, overshot it.
There's one stop.
I think you've got to give a touch to Damashwa every time down, and maybe Cougar if possible. These are the guys that have got you this far. You don't want to go away from them now. Carlos Moraes. And Maria travels. Just about comes at the right time for the Central African Republic. If that had gone in, if that had counted, it would have been a 7-point game. And the biggest lead for Angola has been 6 points. And a hold called on Lionel Paulo. Central African bench. Haven't seen Jada Mabata here in the second half. That's disappointing. I like watching him play for the Central Africans. If they kept it close. Kugura. Ooh. And he misses one. So, having been 12 to 13 before this trip, now they're 12 to 14. Mingus tries to get Kugura
It's some mind games, isn't he?
Yeah. Gamesmanship. I think Cougar still has it in to do something special here. He gets it back to 4. Central African Republic need a turnover. They need a defensive stop. They need something. They need a big rebound. Angola not out of the woods yet. And Junior Peoa reaches in in fouls. It's the third foul on Central African Republic. The problem is the foul 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Just too close in the backcourt with the shot clock winding down. Gave Rice a step. 14 more seconds here.
Costa gets the high screen, passes back out to Mingus. Mingus hands it off to Marias, 4 on the shot clock. Marias loses it. His teammate gets it back in bounds to Marias. What a save from Morera. Boy, talk about not giving up on a play.
I mean, I couldn't see it. There was bodies in the way. All I saw was the ball just flip up right into the hands of Marias. What a play.
Well, and Morera got the assist, obviously. Well, you don't draw him up like that. That was all effort right there. Now Jimmy Jim Rabai gets inside. It's good, and they've got an and one coming. What a big-time move for Jimmy Jim Rabai. I was just about to give him a little criticism by saying, come on, you've got to give the ball to Damashwa. Give it to Kugeri. Player that didn't register a single second, or at least a minute. At the last AfroBasket 2 years ago. So, 3-point game. Jimmy Jim Rabai comes up with his biggest play of the game offensively. He's got 9 points. Kruger with 13. And Damashwa with 13 as well. 11 for Junior Pewa. It's been a great effort. I'll tell you what, everybody back in the Central African Republic, they should be proud of this team for how they have stuck together and got the big win against Uganda to come into this game with a lot of confidence.
C'est pourquoi j'ai demandé ce temps mort là, les gars. Il faudrait qu'on les arrête, les gars. Ok? Et on attaque encore, on fait maillot. Écoutez, on fait maillot. Mais faites attention, lui, quand tu coupes là. Quand tu coupes, ils savent qu'il va à l'extérieur, tu coupes au panier directement. Vous avez compris? Rebond, les gars. Rebond, les gars.
So they're going to be proud of this team, really. Damashwa 29 and then Junior Pale 31. But all the others, they've got years left in them. I think Kugere could probably play one more AfroBasket at least. We've got the youngsters. Junior Pale is 23. Rongo 21.
Yeah, we haven't. We thought at the start of the tournament that maybe Grabongo would be more influential for this team. He hasn't, but we've seen the emergence of other players, of Damashwa. Kruger, obviously, we expected big things from him. And then we've seen some solid displays off the bench. The Central African Republic fans have not given up hope. Angola inbound it. Takes a little bit of full court pressure. Get it out of Costa's hands. And he ends up with it again. He crosses midcourt. So it's the veteran Costa who's really played the minutes here in the second half. Inside to Mingus. And he took the ball down in the great hands from Max Kugera. And Central African Republic play that outstanding defense and come up with a steal.
I don't know where Kugera is. He's come down late.
And Jimmy Jim Rabai dives on the floor to get it back. They give it to Kugera. 9 on the shot clock. Kugera puts it up and in. It's back to a 1-point game. It's nail-biting time for the second consecutive day for Angola. They lost to Senegal last night at the buzzer. Is it going to be more heartbreaker? Are they going to be able to see this one through? Well, they call a foul before Mingus' shot. Terrific drive from Marias.
Just in time from Damashwa, wasn't it? Very close to giving up an and one.
So now the next foul from the Central African Republic would definitely put Angola on the line. Costa tries to make the pass, and it was intercepted. They read it beautifully. And now it's white knuckle time.
Angola have to concentrate in this possession. They keep having mental breakdowns. That's been their problem.
Junior Peoa, 6 seconds, over to Grabongo for three. Why Grabongo? Over to Costa. He's got 3 points all day. Angola need a basket. They do not want to be going back to defend a 1-point lead. Marias passes back outside to Leonel Paulo, and the rebound back to Damashwa. They've got a fast break. It's Kugara. He goes up. Terrific block. Oh, another block, but it's off the backboard. And Central African Republic have taken the lead, 61-60. Unbelievable scenes. Look at the hustle from Paulo. And it was Grabongo that hustled down to follow.
But again, another breakdown. You could see it. As soon as the shot went up from Paulo, no one rotated back. And it was an easy pass ahead to Kugere. You know, the moment you've taken a shot, he's the man you've got to find. He's got 23 points. How did he get so far ahead of everybody else and not be guarded? I mean, the defensive transition after the breakdowns yesterday from Angola, just, you know, inexcusable really. They deserve to lose the game with mistakes like that down the court.
42 points off the bench for Angola, none for the Central African Republic, and that just goes to show you how immense Kugere, Damashwa, Jim Rabai, and Junior Peoa have been, and now Grabongo as well, who has 5 points. You're talking about a colossal upset in international basketball if the Central Africans can pull this off. Angola having won 11 of the last 13 African titles. 4 years ago, they finished runners-up. That was one of them. The other time, the bronze medal. This would send them home without even a chance to play in the quarterfinal.
Where do they go for the points? That's the thing. They haven't really got anybody with confidence. Moreira leads the way with 14. I'm not sure if he'll be my go-to guy on the stretch.
Well, you better beware of making those interior passes, because the Central African Republic have been playing solid defense in the low post. It may come down to a jump shot. Arias puts the ball on the deck, puts up a very tough shot. The follow, it comes back out.
They hit the ring, they're going to reset the clock. 8 seconds.
Oh, they've got a man open. Moreira doesn't pass it, he takes it all the way. With 4.7 seconds left, Moreira has made the go-ahead basket. Angola now with the advantage. And I don't think he knows what he's done. Look at this. And he made the right decision not to pass it to Junior Peoa. I had not seen Junior Peoa lurking on the low block. What a play.
I mean, again, the energy of the Central African Republic, they all took after the ball, and it just left, you know, Junior Peoa was the only man back, really. Didn't
Except the man that was guarding Moreira as well, but,
yeah.
You know, in that basically, that moment right there is Angola's AfroBasket. Moreira misses that shot. It's goodbye, adios, adieu, whatever.
But it's not over yet, as we've seen. What was it yesterday? 5.9? 5.9 for Senegal last night. Same thing, down one, in exactly the same situation. They got the timeout, they've advanced it. You know, Angola did a really good job on the first possession, but the rebounds, twice they gave up offensive rebounds. And they've got to be careful. Whoever is guarding Kugere, you know, is going to have an important job. Even if he doesn't touch it, you better make sure that you box out. So they are in the bonus, so any free foul will send them to the line.
Lloyd, imagine the referees as well in this situation.
This play they're setting up here, this is Damashwa takes it high and has all of this near side to try and penetrate. Let's see if they run the same thing or if they change it at all. Now, Costa's got to be careful he doesn't get caught chasing behind Damashwa, and he just catches it, turns and goes to the ring.
A spot in the quarterfinals at stake of AfroBasket 2015.
Good switch.
Cougar gets it in bounds. Tough shot. And Angola have survived. They have survived against the Central African Republic. The ball was passed inside to Gravongo. And what a way to win for Angola, and what a way to lose for the Central African Republic. It would have been the greatest victory, without question, for the Central African Republic in their history. And all you can do is feel for them and tip your hat to how they have come together at this AfroBasket. But it's Angola who do just enough to march into the quarterfinals to face Egypt.
Well, you got to feel for the Central African Republic. Angola really, they didn't deserve the victory. You know, the breakdowns once again from them, the frustrations offensively, but they've done enough to qualify into the quarterfinals and set up that matchup against Egypt. They will have to play better. And the Central African Republic, despite this huge performance, none more so than Max Cougar with 23 points and 7 rebounds, just couldn't get over the hump right there.
Well, you cannot help but feel for that man right there. He is a champion in every sense of the word. He could not have done any more, and it's not surprising. The tears are falling down his face right now. And Damashwa as well, just an unbelievable effort from them and Coach Kaporo. They won against Uganda. They came into this game with a lot of confidence, and they absolutely pushed the defending champions all the way to the end. And it came down to one last play that they weren't able to make. That is international basketball. So Angola march on to face Egypt in the quarterfinals. What another thriller here at the AfroBasket. Thanks for watching, everybody.
That's it.
Troisième match de la journée entre Côte d'Ivoire et Mali.
Oh.